Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl B Sparrow, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? I am doing just fine. I'm thankful to be amongst the living, and if you are within the sound of my voice, I'm thankful that you are amongst the living too. All praises to the Most High Yah, right? So I just wanted to talk a little bit about Fat Joe, because he sure had a lot to say about foundational black Americans. And since I include myself in that bracket of people, foundational black American, I just want to put my 2 cents in response to him calling foundational black Americans broke. Okay, that might be true for some of us. All of us ain't broke, but it might be true for some of us. All right. But I don't think he know who or what foundational black Americans are. And as I talk to you right now, a notification just popped up on my screen from Tariq Nasheed that said Fat Joe disrespects FBA lineage. So everybody and their mama is talking about this, and especially on YouTube. I talked about it on April Shower's panel this morning because he was being very disrespectful. He was also being disrespectful to Lord Jamar from Brand Nubian, called him Wack, and said that he's the weakest lyricist in Brand Nubian, which I can 100% disagree with because there are no weak links between the three: Brand Nubian, Grand Pooba, Lord Jamar, and Dottie X. They all are equally as good. Although now Grand Pooba is a tight lyricist, I can say that. But a lot of people, including myself, feel that Fat Joe needs to be canceled. And I want to say that's what y'all forget for, and that's what y'all get for inviting everybody to the cookout. That's exactly what y'all get for inviting everybody to the cookout. And I also want to know who died and gave Fat Joe the mic. Who died and gave Fat Joe the mic? Because I know it wasn't Big Pun, but let me tell y'all what I mean by that. Why is he hosting the BET Hip Hop Awards? Why is Fat Joe hosting the BET Hip Hop Awards? That really pissed me off to the point of pissivity. We got Method Man. Hell, what's the name? MC Light, Queen Latifah. There's who else? Nas. Y'all couldn't find anyone else to host an event that was hosting hip hop. Y'all went to Fat Joe. I'm gonna need somebody to make this make sense. But before y'all school me on, what's happening, I want to know if Fat Joe knows what foundational Black American is. I don't think he knows that a foundational Black American is a descendant of the Hebrew slave. Some say the African slave. I say the Hebrew slave. A foundational Black American is a descendant of the slave that built this country. known as the United States of this here America. And so, Fat Joe, if it wasn't for these foundation of black Americans that you call broke and that you call a racist hate group, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be Fat Joe. I mean, you probably still be fat, but you wouldn't be Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? It would behoove Fat Joe or anybody to do their research before they decide they want to talk about a foundational black American. As I said, a foundational black American is a descendant of the black people who survived one of the greatest atrocities in recorded history, and that is American slavery. FBAs are the descendants of black people who built the United States from scratch. But this history did not start in 1619. The history of FBA started almost 100 years earlier. Do your research. Kindly do your research. This reminds me of the Puerto Rican dudes that went live or that did a stream when Kendrick Lamar did his pop-out concert. And I think he did it on Juneteenth. And they had no idea what Juneteenth was. They was getting it mixed up with the massacres, the Tulsa massacres. That's what they was mixing up Juneteenth with. And all they could have easily Googled it on their phone. They didn't even have enough respect for the culture to Google it on their phone. They just went on with what they thought they knew. I think this and that, and I think this. They were mad because Kendrick Lamar did a pop-up concert and no Puerto Ricans were represented. Now Kendrick Lamar got this new GNX CD where he has a mariachi singer opening 3 of his songs, and they excited. Like, this man should not take care of his own people first. That stops today, and it's starting with FBAs. We're taking care of each other. We're listening to each other, and that's just how it is. So the first documented foreign settlers in the New World of North America were the enslaved black people, who were ironically brought over by a Spanish colonizer. Ironically. So that's my thing. There's plenty of information on the internet about foundational black Americans. If you don't know who they are and what they represent, it is because of foundational black Americans that the Democratic Party is in such a, what can I say, slouch right now. Foundational black Americans made sure that we did not vote for the Democratic Party. We left the slave plantation a long time ago. The Democratic slave plantation we left a long time ago. So now they have to use non-foundational Americans, non-foundational black Americans. They use them as their shields now. Because original foundational black Americans, we have had enough, and we're not taking it. We're standing up for ourselves. It's too bad if you can't take it. It's your girl, B Sparrow. BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of that. But don't forget to holler at your girl. Okay? Well, all right.